Let's use and, or, and not notation to describe events. So we are talking now about probability and what this notation means as we're getting into things. Okay, so just learning about notation. So first off, and. A and B. Now what this means is that the items are found in both events. So I like to just think about shopping. If I say, I'm going shopping today, I'm going to Walmart and Meijer. That means I am making two stops at both Walmart and Meijer, right? And means these two things both are happening. The notation for this is A and B. Now, I wrote my A like that on purpose, right? So you'll notice that I wrote my A with like a rounded top because this symbol is kind of an A without the bar in the middle. Let me write that a little nicer here. Here we go. So A and B. So while you're doing these, I would recommend talking to yourself. Anytime you see this A without a bar, that means and. Okay, let's move on to or. So if I say A or B, that means the item could be in A, it could be in B, or it could be in both A and B. Now this could be, if I'm shopping, I could say, you know, I really need some new jeans. I'm going to go to Old Navy or Gap. So maybe I go to Old Navy first, I find jeans I like, and I'm done because it was Old Navy or Gap. Or maybe I say, ooh, I go to Old Navy. Maybe I don't go to Old Navy at all, I just go to Gap. It's or. I could go to one, I could go to the other, or I could go to both. Maybe I go to both places and I still don't find jeans, right? Okay, so or notation is A or B. So and or, they look very similar except for that piece in the middle. So the way I remember it, again, is that the and looks like you're starting to write the A for and. Okay. So if I say not, now, again, let's stick with the shopping. If I say I am not going to Meijer, that means I'm not going there. I could be going to literally anywhere else, but I am not going to Meijer. So if we say that the event is event A, then the notation for not A can be written as A prime, so it's kind of like a hash mark after the A, or we could also write it as squiggly A. If you see logic, that's how we write the negation, which means not. Okay, so the not symbol could be written two different ways. Usually you'll see it as A prime in these cases. Okay, so let's do a couple of examples here. So the sample space is whole numbers 1 to 10. That's what we're dealing with. And let's consider two events. Event A is just the set of 1, 2, 4, and 7. And B is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You may notice them as even numbers. Okay, so first let's find A, U, B. This is called union, right? A union B. Now think about it. What does this mean? Well, it's a U, so this means or. Okay, so I can say anything that is in A or B is included in this. Okay, so A or B. Well, if we want to put these in order least to greatest, I need everything in each of these. So 1 is in A, 2 is in both, 4 is in both, 6 is in B, 7 is in A, 8 is in B, and 10 is in B. So this is A or B. It's all of them. Okay. Now let's move to the next one, which is find A and B. Remember, because we have this symbol, which looks like an A. So now we're looking for and. So when I look at the two sets of A and B, and it's what are the pieces that match? So A and B are just the pieces that belong in both of those. Just 2 and 4. Okay, now let's go to number 3, which is find B prime, right? This means not B. So I don't want anything that's in B, but I want everything else. So remember up here, the sample space is whole numbers between 1 and 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I take out everything that's in B, because remember, not B. So B is all the evens. So if I take out the evens, that means B prime is everything else, which in this case are odd numbers. So not B is everything that's not in B. Okay, if that's enough, move on your merry way. If not, I'll do one more item here. Consider rolling a 6-sided die. Okay, so this is our sample space. So we have the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are my possible options when I roll this die. We have two events. Let O be rolling an odd number, and let E be rolling an even number, right? So O would be odd numbers, which is 1, 3, 5, and E would be even numbers, 2, 4, 6. Okay, I highly recommend writing all of this down, right? It's so much easier when you can see what you're dealing with. Now let's get to the question. Rolling a 6 is included of which of the following? And now I have 6 events to look from. Now, some of these might just jump out at you, and that's great. And if they don't, then write them out. Okay, so the first one is O symbol E. Remember, this looks like an A without a bar, so this means and. I need items that are in both odd and even. Well, there's none. So O and E would be the empty set. There is nothing there. So I'm going to just cross it out. That 6 is not included in that. Now let's go to number 2. O union E. Remember, this means or. So if I would write out O union E, that's everything. That's odds and even. And 6 is there. So this is a winner. Okay. Let's go to O prime. Well, O prime means not. So we want not O. Well, in this case, if it's not odd, that means it's even. So O prime are the even numbers. 2, 4, 6. 6 is there. This is a winner. Number 4, E prime. Again, this is not. So that means, well, if it's not even, that means it's odd. So E prime would be 1, 3, 5. No 6, no good. Okay, now look at number 5. We've got O prime. Okay, so not O, and in this case, not O is even. So this is the same as even and even. Well, yeah, even and even is 2, 4, 6. 6 is there. This is a winner. Now, look at the last one. O prime or E prime. Well, we know that if you are not odd, you're even. And if you're not even, you're odd. Well, even or odd, yeah, that's all of them. That's basically number 2. So this would be true for 2, 3, 5, and 6. Hope that helps.